Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny and I will be sharing with you the importing tutorial in English version. The Taglish version, by the way, is also available on the channel. Just in case you wanted to check that out, you can find that through our importing tutorial playlist. By the way, I am from the Philippines and I will be sharing based on my knowledge and based on my experience on how I do the importing. I am not an expert, just so you know. So you may check other resources as well, just in case there are things that you need to know more. Before we start our importing tutorial, I would just like to extend a great news to everybody who is watching now, who is supporting the channel, that I will be sharing suppliers from Alibaba very soon with the sample of their products. And that will be up on this channel, so make sure that you subscribe. You turn on the notification bell so you won't miss that opportunity, because that might help you start your own business. I mean, trigger you to start a business, give you an idea that maybe that product or that supplier can collaborate with you and expand your business as well. We are now at step number 3 of our importing tutorial, and we are now at our negotiation part. So after we assess our potential suppliers, the next step is the negotiation. And these are the things that I mostly negotiate whenever I import products from Alibaba. But you have to remember that you can add things to negotiate depending on the product that you are going to import. So whatever is applicable here, you can do that and apply to your negotiation. The first thing that I negotiate is the pricing, simply because we wanted to get the best deal. This is one of the top priorities in negotiation, is to get the best price for the product that we want to import. And for you to be able to get that, you must do your research. You must check the current market prices, the prices from different platforms, so you would have an idea and you won't be taken advantage of during the negotiation process. Plus, if you really wanted things to be in your favor, then you have to do the work. And research and being prepared before the negotiation is part of that process. So I wanted to share a tip for you. You can leverage other offers. That's one powerful negotiation tactic that you can apply during the negotiation, because I myself, I really love doing that. I love checking out different prices from different suppliers, because most of the suppliers are willing to match or beat their competitors' offers just to secure your order. So make sure to leverage other offers as well. Next thing that I negotiate is the MOQ, or the minimum order quantity, especially if it's too high. You are going to see this to suppliers' product listing, but you have to remember that you don't need to follow that MOQ to get their price or to get their best price. Like I've mentioned from my previous video, everything can be negotiated, including the MOQ. You just have to communicate with your supplier. Just to share a story with you, I remember when I first import a baby diapers, I just got 10,000 pieces, which is very low compared to their published MOQ. But I got it for the price that I wanted because I demand for it and I researched for it. I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky that day, but what happened is I just told them my challenge, and my challenge is actually the space. I cannot accommodate the 1 container van of baby diapers because I don't have the space. Plus, I don't have enough money to fund the 1 container van of baby diapers. So this is just a real experience that I wanted to share with you, so you won't be overwhelmed, you won't get intimidated with those MOQ that you see on Alibaba. Again, everything can be negotiated. And we also have here the payment terms to maximize your cash flow, especially if you are eyeing for customized products that will take some time to produce. You can definitely add the payment terms to your negotiation. And then the free sample, like I've mentioned from the previous videos. Again, feel free to request for a sample. Most of the suppliers in Alibaba are willing to give it away for free, especially if it's not that expensive. So don't hesitate, don't be shy to request for a free sample. Also, we have here the shipping cost. I am referring to shipping cost from supplier factory going to your freight forwarder warehouse. So you have to choose the nearest address of your freight forwarder so you can easily negotiate a free shipping cost. So I will be uploading a separate video about freight forwarder so I can explain further. Next is the delivery timeline. Don't forget to negotiate or just to ask them the timeline of the delivery so you won't be surprised, because this happened to me. After paying an order, I was surprised when I checked my order link that it will be dispatched after 35 days. So imagine the waiting time. It's too long for me to wait for 35 days, especially that I am using my credit card. I wanted to maximize the cash flow. That's why it's important for you to negotiate or to know the delivery timeline before you place an order to your supplier. And the next is the quantity discount. So if you are planning to buy more or maybe a large quantity of order, I would highly suggest to leverage that quantity, because suppliers on Alibaba often offers promotions and discounts based on quantity. So make sure to keep an eye on those offers and take advantage of it when possible, especially if you are truly eyeing for a more quantity. And then the production update. This is highly encouraged for customized product because we wanted to make sure that we are on track in terms of production, in terms of the designs, the colors, the packaging, the materials that they are using is actually the same based on what you have agreed during the negotiation. So don't hesitate to ask them the production update so you would know that you are on track and everything is going smoothly. And then the customer support or the after sales service, actually this is not to negotiate because we already expect that they should have the customer support or after sales service, but I wanted to put it here to remind you to ask them if in case you encounter some issues about the products, what will be the resolution. I mean, thinking in advance. That's why I included the customer support or the after sales service here in the negotiation. You also have to ask them those things because that's very important, just to make sure that you are all covered from the purchasing up to the receiving and getting the products and doing the inventory and checking the quality of your imports. These are the things that I mostly negotiate whenever I import a product. Again, guys, if you think there are things that you need to add, feel free, because it all depends on the product that you are going to import. I hope I was able to share a valuable information to you today. I will be sharing the step 4 on the coming days, so make sure that you are subscribed and please click the notification bell so you are updated whenever I upload a new content on my channel. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in our next video. Bye!